freaking episode of this series. I mean, I love action. I'm a major sucker for action, but the plot reveal, that downright freaking plot twist, oh man, this episode was by far the best story plot episode of this series. The entire reveal of how life fibers came around and came about, at the same time knowing that it was aliens, knowing that life fibers are aliens. Now, it's kind of cliche, but I never expected that possibility. I never would have thought life fibers would have actually progressed humanity to be able to evolve into the way they are. I mean, it was a really logical way of actually explaining life fibers and the way they came about, and they went a really smart way with it. I will hand it to them. They have done a good job of explaining this entire backstory. There is some things that need to be answered, but I love the tension of this episode. I mean, when you hear the teacher just put his hands on the desk, and you hear that badass rock and roll music just pop up, and you just hear him, it's like, okay, let's explain this and all that. I just got in my seat, I was like, hell yeah, let's do this. So, this episode was freaking awesome. I mean, Kill la Kill is such a good fucking series. I mean, I've seen so many great series, but this takes the cake for the crazy, wacky series of just being truly epic. I mean, I knew this anime was going to be so freaking good before it even came out because it was so hyped, but this, man, this freaking anime, man, I cannot believe it's getting even better with each week. I mean, Harume Nui, we get to see her again this episode. I never expected her to pop up, especially driving Satsuki in the freaking fighter-type cargo plane. And when you see the music just start to play with her theme song, I was like, oh my god, they have so much good music in this series. I mean, not just the music, but I mean, when you have the crazy animation style, especially with CGI, and let's talk about the actual opening. Since we're getting to the concept of CGI and music, that new opening song, that new ending song. Damn, I love the new opening song. That new opening song was freaking crazy. I mean, you get to see CGI effects when you see Satsuki and Ruko actually fighting it out. Getting to see all the, her, like, student council students just flying everywhere. Getting to see the different body armor of the student council presidents, like the four divas. It was a really good freaking opening song that man, that was a really good song. The song is going to take some time getting used to, but the way they managed to actually portray what's going to happen in the future, we're going to probably get to see another death match with Satsuki and Ruko. But one thing I did notice, though, in this episode that was really interesting was the entire fact of how we have Lady Satsuki's actual mother glowing like a freaking rainbow still, even when she doesn't have her god uniform on. Did anyone else notice that in the bath scene, there literally was actually just, she was glowing with no suit on, unless I'm completely blind because of the censors. And speaking of censors, for once in my life, I am happy there is censors in an anime. And if you don't realize the direction I'm going with this, then I'm about to tell you. I'm so glad they put those pink censors on freaking Sensei. I mean, without those censors, I'd be probably scared for life. But it's very disappointing because we didn't get to see Lady Satsuki's actual fan service this episode. I'm not one for fan service, but I mean, that was unexpected to see in Kill la Kill. Now, I love this episode. This episode was really good. It took the plot in a way I didn't really expect. And I'm actually going to take something from a theory that someone brought up to me quite a while ago, actually, and it was actually on Annie Divided, if you know what that collab channel of all of us are. Sai, Ultimate Otaku, was talking about how Nui was nothing but 100% life fibers. She's a being that was made from life fibers. That's what people were discussing. That's what he brought up to me. And I was like, I don't know. It's very possible since the way she acts and the way we had Ishin actually cut her in the past when basically Nui attacked him, but I was thinking, like, maybe if she is, in this episode, when it brought up the entire fact of how basically life fibers landed as this ball of, I guess, yarn or whatever, and makes uniforms, we literally saw it make, like, an outfit clothing, I was like, it would be very possible to make an artificial shape of a human into 100% life fibers, probably with its own brain, since we get to see Senketsu thinking on his own. So it's a really logical discussion, and I can see how that could be possible. So I'll give it that to side. This theory is not my own. I was wanting to bring it out there to make sure that theory is well known. So congratulations to Ultimate Otaku for bringing that up, and I think most likely he might be correct about this, about Nui, or at least some forms of this actually happening in this series. Now, another thing, they had so many different moments of comedy, epic fan service to freaking crazy music that made this episode all around just one of the most tense episodes I've seen since episode 12. Now, I mean, last episode was really freaking good. It was a really good, I guess, cliffhanger to that first arc. And now that we're in the second arc, I can really start to see the actual story taking a major step up on its freaking hilltop because of the way we're getting to see the way this episode was introduced. I mean, when you get to see Ruko just already, she takes off a freaking uniform uniform of Senketsu, sits down, it's like, I'm not making Senketsu fight his own freaking people, and when you got freaking Senketsu getting all upset, and when you see Ruko and her fan service, Mitsuki, and when you see from Nudist Beach pointing a gun at her, all of that, like Sumugu, I was like, holy crap, this is awesome. And then, of course, the freaking ending song comes up, and I'm so mad with that cliffhanger, but at the very least, that ending song was, once again, badass. They made a good ending song that managed to get the right emotions with that moment. It didn't feel out of place. The actual ending song really managed to keep that tension that I had in this episode. So if an ending song could play out in the middle of it right on a cliffhanger and still keep you like really freaking watching where you want to continue watching it, that is good. So, all in all, this episode was by far probably a 9.5 out of 10 in my opinion of how awesome this episode was because that plot reveal. Anyways, guys, this is going to be the end of my Kill la Kill anime review of this week. Tell me what you think about this anime. Tell me what you think about the second arc's first episode. And what do you think about the epic plot reveal? Tell me what you think about the Furies. Y'all wonderful day or not, wherever you live. Chibi out.